Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank the Islamic World Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization for this invitation. Last year, we celebrated two very important milestones: the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the 75th anniversary of the 1948 Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. The former sets the principles that aim at ensuring that the inherent dignity of all people is preserved, including the right to life. The latter refers to a legal obligation undertaken by states who signed this convention to prevent and punish. The Genocide Convention was the first human rights treaty adopted by the United Nations, which speaks to the gravity of this crime. I must emphasize that as the Special Advisor on the Prevention of Genocide, I'm not mandated to determine whether a genocide has occurred or is occurring. Only a court of law can make such determinations. Genocide refers to the destruction or attempted destruction in whole or in part of ethnic or racial, national, or religious groups. Such intentional destruction, according to the Genocide Convention, can take place in time of peace and in time of war. The Convention establishes, furthermore, that a genocide can be committed through killings, bodily or mental harm, infliction of conditions that can bring about this physical destruction of a group, imposition of measures intended to prevent births within a group, and forcible transfer of children from one group to another. The Genocide Convention also recognizes that in all periods of history, genocide has inflicted great losses on communities. So genocide is distinct from war crimes and crimes against humanity. While these three crimes can coexist in a given context, they have distinct definitions and elements. And genocide is defined in the 1948 Genocide Convention, whereas the definition of war crimes stems from the Geneva Conventions of 1949. Crimes against humanity do not yet have a specific convention that brings their definition. However, the United Nations General Assembly is currently considering draft articles on crimes against humanity that in the future could develop into a convention thereon. So furthermore, other key instruments of international law, such as the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, outline the definition of those three crimes that are also part of the broader customary international law and must therefore be prevented and punished. History teaches us that genocides start with dehumanization, often leading to incitement to violence. We also know that the tragic impact of genocide does not end with the commission of the crime and remains in the lives of survivors, affecting societies for generations. In spaces where courts of law have determined that genocide has taken place, like in Rwanda against the Tutsi, and in Bosnia and Herzegovina against the Bosniak Muslims, denial is also taking place, as well as glorification of perpetrators. Victims, therefore, are victimized twice in these situations. Risk factors for genocide and related crimes, war crimes, and crimes against humanity are present in a number of regions in the world, and this calls for preventive action, a duty we work on globally as the United Nations every day. As the United Nations Secretary General stated in his priorities for 2024, which I echo here today, the most essential of all human endeavors is the pursuit of peace. May this Ramadan bring you, your family, and community all possible blessings and peace. Thank you.